Griffin, it's Wednesday, so hello. Sorry I'm a week late. I know you did your video last week. It just didn't happen. I'm sorry. But I really appreciated your video last week. I know you went a little over time, but I think it was worthwhile. Really just talking so much about racism. And I think I'm really proud of you for being able to recognize, when you had racist thoughts, and like catching yourself on it, and then like beyond that, then trying to start an open dialogue about it. And I think that's so much of what we have to do when it comes to racism and other type of bigotry. Like it's recognizing it and then making sure that we aren't acting on it, which is huge, and then having an open dialogue about it afterwards. And along with that, like we can't always really control what's in our minds or what we're thinking constantly. So like yeah, sometimes we're gonna have thoughts that are not so great and we don't want to have, but we have them. So not acting on them, recognizing and stopping yourself, like that's huge. So I'm really proud of you. You're just a wonderful gentleman. Um, Also, new job. I heard you had a new job, Mister Sir. That job that you interviewed for, I believe that was told to me that maybe you got that job because you haven't told me about that yet. So please tell me everything about that. You've probably, maybe, hopefully started by now. So if you have, what are you doing? What's the job look like? How do you like it so far? What's your job title? What's the address so I can mail you work appropriate things if I was to mail you anything at work. Um, yeah, I'm so excited for you. That's great. That's great. I just want you to be happy and fulfilled. So, this is huge. I'm so proud of you. Such a good cleanup boy. Um, I finished grad school on Monday. Last Monday, I had my presentation for my last project. So, I'm now done. I got my grades on Wednesday. I passed it. So I've passed everything. Like I still have to, wait for all the paperwork and like, oh, here is an actual diploma, degree, whatever. So it'll be a while till I have like that paper in my hands because things take forever. And also I live far away from where I went to school. But I'm done. I am completely done, which is great. And such relief and it's weird and if anything, it just means I have more free time on my hands. Also, not just this, but in general, I've kind of realized recently that I'm not academically challenged or intellectually challenged, I feel like, in my life these days. And I think it's something I may have thought for a little while, but like really like came to the forefront when you talked about racism and like how that was affecting you and what you wanted to do about that. In my day to day, like I do roller derby, which I love by the way. It's so much fun, and I go to work and I hang out with Rachel. But like I don't have a lot of circles in which I interact, and like in those ones that I do, like I'm not challenged very much intellectually, and that's a hard thing for me. I think that's something I seek out and enjoy, and like I like having deep conversations. And there isn't a lot of incentive. There's not a lot. Like there's just not a lot going on. Like I work at town hall, but like like mostly front hall staff, like front staff. I am not a part of some of the bigger decisions, and like I try to get as many stimulating conversations as possible. I seek them out. People know that I'm the person who's going to come looking for them, but like it's only so much, and I think that's something that I think I miss, and I think part of that is not being in school, and then also part of that is just being I think in a new space. Like I think being in Portland, Oregon, and having the community built that I did, like that was something that came up, and that's not something that I've found yet here, and that is a struggle. In addition to the community not being here as well. Um, that was it. That was all the thing. I didn't come very prepared, but yeah, I love roller derby. It's so much fun. One day I will be the world's best, but I'm not yet. So just live with that. Oh my god, super super secret. So, I'm trying to come up with a name for like a roller derby name because that's a thing that people do. So I have a name that I've thought of, but like I'm not a committal boy, so it's just rolling around in my head. But if I was to go with a name like right now that I had to pick one like gun to my head, I would go with Shaun Fire because it sounds like on fire, and my middle name is Sean. And if that's dumb, well, just tell me that. But 5 minutes. I love you.